everybody, welcome to the brand new year 2023. I'm excited. I hope you are too. I hope this year brings good tidings for all of us. Thank you all for your continued support, for liking and sharing our video. Today we'll be continuing on our Agile Talk series, and the topic for today is sprint review, aka sprint demo. Please continue to like, share and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate the love. This will encourage us to continue to release useful content. Thank you for your support. Today I'll be talking about what happens in your sprint review or demo event, who are the stakeholders, what you should really talk about in your sprint review, why it's important, and the opportunity for you to actually shine in your sprint review or demo session. Alrighty, today we'll be talking about the sprint review, one of the key Agile ceremonies. We've been talking about the Agile ceremony, we've talked about backlog grooming, we've talked about the sprint planning, we've also talked about the daily scrum. Now we're talking about the sprint review or demo. What happens, what's the purpose of it? This is to showcase what we've done, what we've achieved during the sprint. Now, depending on your sprint length, maybe 2 weeks, 10 days, or 3 weeks, or 4 weeks. My personal favorite is 2 week sprint. So it gives you quick or the earliest opportunity to adapt, to inspect, your work items, your progress, and your overall project, achievement. So yeah, going back to the sprint review, it's very important that you have this session, because this Agile ceremony gives everybody, the team, the stakeholders, business, other management that have vested interest in your product, that opportunity to see what you've achieved. How is the team doing? This is where you show your workings. Basically, this is the strength of your Scrum team. Like, this is a session or an event that gives you the opportunity to shine, if you understand what I mean, because you have that avenue to showcase what you've achieved as a team together. So it's very important that you also control expectations, right? So you need to always start this event by talking about the sprint goal. Again, everything ties back to the sprint goal, what we set out to achieve, right, at the start during the sprint planning. Remember, now we want to tell the stakeholder the sprint goal. We will talk about some of the challenges, right, that we've also experienced during the sprint, because of course things happen during the sprint period. We talk about what we've achieved. It's possible we didn't achieve the whole sprint goal, right? So we talk about what we've achieved, what we didn't achieve, and then that will just help focus the discussion during the sprint. Again, the sprint review is a time box event. It should not be more than 4 hours. For a 1 month long sprint, if it's 2 weeks, for example, I recommend 2 hours. That is like 1 hour for every 1 week period. So it's really important that you stay within this time box event, or the 4 hours for a 4 months. You get the point, basically. So yeah, now who actually drives this session? In my experience, anybody in the Scrum team can drive the session. The product owner can drive the session. Some people argue that developers or development team don't really do justice to driving the session, right? I agree. It depends on what you're actually going to be presenting. So product owner can drive the session, like present, like I said, your sprint goal and everything you want to discuss during the sprint review, and just leave the demo part, like demoing if you have a useful increment that you can demo, or something that you can showcase on application level. The development team can actually now take over and show the system, right? But talking about setting the base, like talking about all the things that you've achieved in the sprint, or like sprint goal discussion, all of those things, setting expectation early. Your product owner can drive it. Your Scrum Master also can drive that session. So basically, we talk about the sprint goal again, and then the challenges and manage expectations. It's very important to manage expectations of stakeholders, right? So now what happens? You talk about what you've achieved. So if you've built X, Y, Z, you talk about this, right? And then list them out. Maybe you can prepare a small PowerPoint, list all these points, the goals, the challenges, what you've achieved, what you've left undone, next steps, and all of that. And then you then go into the practical presentation where you display or demo the system, the working system. Now, always remember that the importance of agility or Scrum is always release useful increments, right? Sometimes it's not possible to actually have a working solution. Now that's why setting expectation is important. You tell them, oh yeah, we don't have something to actually demo right now because of X, Y, Z, right? But we are working towards showing, maybe in the next sprint demo, we'll be able to show a working system. Or maybe you're even working on back-end features that you cannot necessarily demo to your stakeholder. They wouldn't understand it. You can, set expectation. That's why it's important to set expectation first, so that you don't just come and frustrate stakeholder hoping to see something and then not seeing anything. So it's very important. So once you go through those goals, your challenges, then you can now showcase the application where applicable, and then leave room for feedback. So now the stakeholders have opportunity to ask questions, provide feedback on what they thought about the product, or if there any room for improvement, or all those things can now be incorporated to update your backlog, so you get more information. And that's one very key thing, or key advantage of implementing your sprint, or embracing agility. It gives you that avenue to hear from stakeholders. So if you're doing something that's not in line, you can quickly get that feedback and adjust accordingly. So typically that's how you run your sprint review or demo. So yeah, thank you all for watching again. We'll be talking about the last Agile ceremony, which is your sprint retrospective, in the coming video. Look out for that. Please continue to share, like, comment on our videos. Really appreciate. Thank you so much. And we also have trainings coming up. Please enroll for this training so that you can start to learn about Agile, about business analysts, and then make a good career for yourself. Thank you so much. Bye for now.